prayer before his face and offend us.
If you're not praying in the proper name, forget about it. JC, who you ignorantly call, Jesus Christ or whomever, he ain't listening to you. Because he ain't real. He ain't a real God. That ain't his name. What's the name? The name is Yahweh. Okay? That's the name of the Heavenly Father. The name that all you see with the YHWH, the name that they don't want to talk about, the name they won't publish. Because it's our job to publish it. If you ain't praying before him and seeking him and to appease him, you're through. You're finished. And Yahweh is who you have to go through to get it sent up to the Heavenly Father, who you inwardly call Jesus Christ. You got it?
Verse 26. Turn again to the Most High and turn away from iniquity.
Turn again to righteousness, to the, what did it say? Was that Jeremiah? You know what I'm talking about? Yep. So like, hold that. 6 and 17. And 16. 16.
Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the way. This is Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths.
What's the old path? The righteous way. You don't eat shellfish and pork and crab legs and all and catfish. Okay? You have to eat the righteous meats. You have to do the righteous thing. Okay? You don't sleep with your neighbor or your brother's wife. You don't steal from each other. That's not what we do to our own people. You so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans, you treat each other like shit. Just you treat each other how the so-called white man treats you. But then you treat him like he's your king.
Even worse.
You treat him worse. You treat each other worse. You don't take the same problems that you have and go bring that energy back to him. You come bring it to your own neighbor where it's convenient, where ain't nobody gonna care to persecute you on the evil that you're doing. Well, the Heavenly Father and the angels see it all, and they gonna get you. That was it, right?
No, where is the good way, and walk therein?
Find out where the good way is through this Holy Bible. How do you know how to do it? You gotta ask the prophets. We're not out here for our own help. Well, we are, because as long as we get salvation, the hell with y'all. But if you're out here, we're out here for you. If you're sincere, we're out here to show you the way. We were set up to show you the way, the righteous way. You go to these churches, they ain't showing you the way. They say it's okay to eat the foods that are killing us, our people. They say it's all right to do whatever you want, just ask for forgiveness from the wrong name. You got it?
And ye shall find rest for your souls.
And this is where you're going to find rest. This is where the refreshing happens. This is where you are born again. Okay? By walking in a new way. You don't be the same old guy on Tuesday that you are on Wednesday. You got to make the changes. You got to begin to think differently. Have a different fear and reverence and respect for the Heavenly Father and his judgments. Because you forget what he's done. Apparently, he did the Noah flood. Okay, he said he won't do that again. Guess what he's going to do now? He's going to flood us out with fire. Okay? That ain't against what he said. Fire ain't on the table. Ain't been done. That's what's coming. Thus said the scriptures. You forgot about Sodom and Gomorrah? You forgot about that wicked lifestyle that those people were living? He's okay with it now? No. He's going to come and kill a lot of people. All right? And when this happens to you, when you see it before your eyes, you're going to know you were warned about it. All right?
That's it? Nope. But they said, we will not walk therein. Also I send watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet.
And we're blowing our voice like a trumpet. We're spitting this word out like a trumpet to warn our people, but they don't want to turn that way. They want to continue doing what they're comfortable doing in wickedness. Because the world is wicked, they want to be that way. But what happens when righteousness is required? You ain't got it. When you need something, you want to all correct yourselves in the last moment, and it's going to be too late. All right?
We will not, but they said, we will not hearken. Therefore, hear ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts.
The Heavenly Father's going to bring evil upon the people, even upon the way you think. All right? It's coming, whether you like it or not.
Because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it.
But they rejected the prophets. That's really what you do. You reject us. Because we're the real teachers. We're the ones that's supposed to come out here and show you how to live according to the Bible. The one that the Heavenly Father set up. How do you know? You know because we got the truth. When you come and hear it, whether you like it, whether you don't, we know that this word is bitter and sweet. It's only sweet to them that understand, but it's also bitter to live that in a wicked society. But guess what? We're also going to tell you through prophecy that the end is near. This ain't forever. Yeah, it's going to get bad. It's going to get worse. But everything has to get worse before it gets better, right? You have something about that?
Yeah.
You got it.
This is our 2nd Esdras chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, woe be unto thee, Assur, thou that hidest the unrighteous indeed. All thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh, thou wicked people, remember what the Heavenly Father did unto Sodom and Gomorrah. All right? And then Jude, I believe it's Jude or Peter, 2 Peter, he said, that place is left as a memorial for those that live that same way. What is it? About to say it?
It's the next verse. It's in Jude and Peter.
You got it.
It says, whose land lieth in clods of pitch and heaps of ashes, even so also will I do unto them that hear me not.
And he gonna do the same to you, especially here in America. He gonna do the same to you that don't hear the Heavenly Father. How do you not hear the Heavenly Father? You don't hear his prophets. You don't hear the men he sent out here to teach you. The men he sent out here to warn you.
Yeah, if I may say, they don't hear it because it doesn't interest them. If we're not bringing out things that make them feel good or make them hopeful about the society, that they're going to have some type of good future ahead of them, they're not going to be interested. But ultimately, the Lord is just, he's working on their minds. The Lord said he sent the angel to go and pretty much put the spirit of blindness on the 2/3 of them, so that when the word is being spoken out loud, they're not going to regard it. It's not gonna trigger anything out of them because the word doesn't dwell within them. This is really us stirring up by way of remembrance. That's why only the elect, when they hear it, they're going to be compelled. The elect, they're going to hear it, it's going to activate, they're going to come in. The rest of our people is not going to interest them. So they're not going to hear the Lord's word. So they're going to be, that's why the Lord's going to hold them accountable. Because you heard and you didn't do nothing about it.
And there's a way that this is supposed to be done. Okay? It's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be convenient. It's supposed to be more difficult than the regular lifestyle that you live in. But what does it take to walk in that way? First, it takes the proper amount of fear. Secondly, you have to correct your ways and come into the light. But because you don't want to make the clean house on all the darkness and wickedness that you have inside you, because it's uncomfortable, because you have to own up to the fact that you've been wicked and evil, and you deserve to be punished. You think, oh well, I'm not being punished, so I don't have to deal with that. Well, you're gonna have to deal with it in this life. In the near future, you're gonna have to deal with it. Some of you people gonna go down there and not make it back. All right? I mean, down the street today and won't make it back. You got something right quick?
Since you said that, Sirach 5 and verse 4. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering, he will in no wise let thee go.
That's right.
Sirach, you bro, one more time.
Say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me?
Say not, I have sinned, but what's crazy is you people don't even admit that you've sinned. Oh, Jesus died for my sins. I'm okay. I know my God.
They got that Malachi 1 spirit. When hast thou loved us?
Yeah, when hast thou loved them? By whooping your ass and correcting you, like you do your children. When your children do something wrong, don't you whip their ass, or shouldn't you be whipping their ass? Apparently, society don't want you to do that. So they grow up as God-fearing productive citizens in America. But the Heavenly Father is not going to let you go because he feels the same way. So it says, say not what I have sinned and nothing has happened unto me.
Yeah, that's a child. That's not when a child goes a long time without being disciplined,
Yep.
or his actions aren't being met with certain punishments. He's gonna wax stubborn. He's gonna be self-willed.
Yep.
That's where he starts to feel like he can do whatever he wants to do,
Yep.
because nothing happens to him when he does the wrong things. And that's how our people, even though we've been under the curse all this time, but yet
You still act that way, right?
they still act like as if there's not a higher power that got them in this condition.
Or that can make it worse.
Right.
Now here's the crazy part. The so-called white man acts wild and crazy and has no regard for the future as far as his actions today. He don't care. And now our people have begun to live that way. Well, the Heavenly Father's got a sore punishment for you. And guess what? He gave it a name. It's called Jacob's trouble. Because you people are the Jakes. You're the Jacobs that was blessed and began to be called Israel. Okay, the Israelites. But guess what? He has a sore destruction coming for you. For the majority of our people. It's going to feel like everybody's getting it. Okay? That's set up for you. So you can come back to the Heavenly Father and that you can live a better way for the future. So he can finally give you the kingdom of heaven that you so long for.
They don't long for it. This is their kingdom right here.
Hey, when we were singing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, we longed for that.
Right.
When we came over here to America as the Northern Kingdom, and the Americas, North, Central, and South America, we longed for peace with the Heavenly Father.
Right.
But what do? We quickly turned around and went to the evil way. And then the so-called white man came upon us and made it even worse and perpetuated it.
Yeah, at least back then you knew who our enemy was.
Right.
Now you niggas, man, you love Esau, man. You don't think Esau is your enemy.
They want reparations and they want the love of Esau.
Yep.
They want to be accepted by the white man.
Yep.
Trying to be equal. That's such a bug out mentality.
I hate the word equality, because ain't shit on earth equal.
Yeah.
Nothing on earth is equal. How come the man down the street got one arm? That ain't equal. I got two. How come I'm 6'1" and the next man is 5'4"? That ain't equal. Nothing's equal. Men and women aren't equal. Y'all fight for shit that don't fucking matter. What matters is when we're on top, when we're above the rest of the nations of the earth. That's when you're gonna understand how unequal the world is supposed to be. Right. We're supposed to be above everybody else. We're supposed to live better in a higher standard of life than everybody else. But you want to live lowly like the lowest man on the planet.
Tremors down that way to seek love.
Yep.
Right.
Like the brother said, at least back then we knew who our enemy was and we knew who our God was, which is very important.
Yep.
Now we lost track of who we are as a people and who our God is, man. And why he's whooping, like you said in the beginning. How many captivities do we got to go through?
Yep.
As a child, that first good ass whooping you receive is supposed to be an eye opener. Like, okay, I'm not supposed to do this because this is the outcome of that.
Yep.
But it's a cycle with our people, man.
Yep. That's why you gotta yell at Jake. If you ain't chastising Jake ain't gonna listen. And look, a lot of Jakes are so hard-headed. If you don't whoop their ass and chastise them, they ain't never gonna get it. They'll take one, and it don't mean nothing. They can deal with one. But the ass whooping and the chastisement the Heavenly Father's about to come with, you just wait and see how that turns out. The scriptures say, they shall know it after death by pain. All right? They'll be willing in the day of thy power. We love to believe that it's the spiritual power. But when the Heavenly Father shows his power by jacking you Jakes up, that's when you're going to want to get right. We have something? Yeah, brother, you still reading? Or that was it on that?
That was it on that.
You was done with what you had?
It was a little bit more.
You got it?
Back in Sirach 5, and I'm going to read verse 4 again. It says,
Yep.
Say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me? For the Lord is long-suffering. He will in no wise let thee go.
He will in no wise let thee go. Just because you got away with today, they still coming. He got a big case on you. You worried about the feds, you better be worried about your house. by Hashem Yahushua.